Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of YYC, a show where we uncover, discover, and present to you the talent shaping Calgary Urban Identity. In today's episode, we meet with the one and only Kayam.
International Q, what's good?
International Q!
Yes, sir.
How's it going?
I'm chilling, bro.
How's life?
It is what it is, bro. You know, trying to deal with all this Corona stuff, but keep pushing out music, keep pushing out the International Q brand. Just keep it going. Yeah, it's been good, bro.
My first question was going to be, how was your 2020? Because 2020 has been a little crazy for...
Ridiculous, bro.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, what was your prediction earlier before 2020 and how did that change?
To be honest, like I had the whole year like planned out in terms of like music, in terms of visuals, music, shows, everything, right? But obviously now shows are not in the question, right? Visuals have to be modified. Like even music to some extent, it's hard to get to studios, it's hard to coordinate everything. But like, you know, you gotta push through it, and if you're versatile, you're gonna pop, right? So you just need to be versatile. But yeah, my 2020, honestly, it's been kind of good. Like even though I say ridiculous, it's been an opportunity for me to, you know, step back and think about, this is what I want to be doing. This is how I can utilize the time and make it more effective, given the circumstance, right? So even when it comes to marketing, when it comes to pushing stuff out, just playing on whatever's coming up because of quarantine, right?
Right.
But yeah,
we're gonna talk about your marketing. Just
right.
Don't rush me to this one.
Right.
I can't wait. The one and only Kayam here has been very, very good with his marketing. Like I've been watching from afar from my IG, and I'm like, okay, body's about to pop or something's going on. It seems to be quite organized, but I'll get through that. I want to take us a little bit at the beginning of your career. Still just got started, but still at the beginning. Do you remember the first time you wrote a song?
The first time I wrote a song, like not recorded or anything.
No, not recorded. Like where you wrote a song, you was like, yeah, this is
kind of cool.
This is something I can do. Like,
yeah.
Like, do you remember?
I think it was honestly grade 9. So when I was like 14, 15 maybe. So I was looking through, I think like YouTube or something. I found like, you know, these like YouTube beats or whatever. And I was like, oh, like this is kind of cool. And obviously at the time I had no idea like what I was doing. But I also I used to play piano and I used to play some like other instruments. So I had a little bit of musical background. Yeah. So that's why I was like, all right, like I'm gonna try, see what I could do. And obviously like, the first song wasn't even crazy like that. But
it's always that, man.
Always like that.
Yeah.
But
you feel something.
Yeah, I was like, well, this is kind of cool. Like I could go maybe try something with this, right? And then the rest is history, bro. So yeah.
Was it on paper? Was it on phone?
Paper for sure. I didn't even have an iPhone at that time, bro.
Okay. What do you write on now? Phone or you're a paper guy or freestyle?
All notes. All right. So yeah, I guess my process is like I freestyle for the melodies, and then I use it's kind of a bit of both. Like I write on my phone, like I write on notes, and then I sort of change it up as I record. It's sort of like a process as I go. Like it's like when I get in the studio, or at least like where I record, I do my takes, and then I fill in the lyrics as I feel like they fit with the melodies. Like I come up with the melodies basically before I come up with the lyrics.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
like a lot of professionals actually.
Yeah,
because a lot of people tend to say the flow is where
that's what pops. That's what pops. Straight up.
And you add the lyrics after.
And the lyrics should still add a nice touch, like the way you deliver them, the way everything comes together, right? So, yeah.
Nice. So talk about this in music. I really, really enjoy like the quality of your sound. And I want to know where does your interest in mixing sound lies? Because it seems like you've mixed a lot of your record.
Yeah.
And at the time when I discovered you, which little backstory, Kayam was one of our first performer at YYCR Recess way back. I would say way back with
crazy.
Years.
Yeah.
I was a little younger. And the quality compared to the other people was like, okay, like there's something going on here. And when I heard that you were the one mixing it, I'm like, okay, I need the kid to come to the studio, man, because he got some props there. So,
yeah.
So how does that start? Because quality is very important and has been missing to the city in Calgary. So where did that start with you?
Quality, okay, yeah. Like for me, like honestly, before I get into that, I want to say that quality is like something that people are gonna subconsciously notice. They might notice a certain thing about a song, but not be able to put their finger on what actually makes that song so good.
Yeah.
But then, like if you go back and you realize, okay, the vocals are really mixed in nicely, every instrument is pretty audible, right? Those little things can make a song so much better, like 100% better, right? But for me, it started, I just listened to a lot of, like, I don't even know, I think I just listened to a lot of artists, and for some reason, I like really paid attention to how their vocals sounded, how everything sort of came together. I don't really know where that came from, to be honest. I just found a passion for that, and I really wanted to sound like I was professional. Like I wanted to sound like really good, right?
Yeah.
So that took practice. I actually used Logic to mix.
Okay,
so
that was gonna be my question.
Yeah,
What's
I
the
use
software, man? What's the DAW?
yeah. I use Logic to mix.
Did you start it on GarageBand or you just did
straight to Logic? Straight to Logic. But that was actually yeah. I guess you could say straight to Logic. But I kind of just grinded. I literally looked at so many tutorial videos. I tried to talk to people I knew, and I was really young at the time, right? So I was trying to get my footing, right? But that sort of evolved to the point where even with Numba, like I mixed up myself, right?
Yeah.
So
check the credits. The
credits.
I was checking Numba yesterday. I was like, he mixed it too.
Yeah,
like, he's actually pretty cool.
This like.
Did you master it too, or just did the
nah?
You send the master to someone?
My homie actually mastered it. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Mastering is one thing I want to start to understand a little bit more about. But yeah, in terms of this next blank that's coming, it's the first one that I haven't mixed myself. So it's like,
oh wow.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a step, but
Were you a little nervous about having someone else mix? Because it seems like you're quite hands-on on like your music.
I'm definitely hands-on. And I don't think that changed for this next thing, right? I think it was more like I'm there every step of the way in the studio, making sure that I kind of co-mixed it, but my engineer was the one that was able to put everything together physically, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, like here are the reference tracks, here are the sort of tones I want, like this is how I want everything to sound. And then he was amazing at putting it all together, so.
Oh, can we give a quick shout out to the engineer?
Yeah, shout out Wyatt, bro.
Shout out
Wyatt.
My
yes,
man.
Yes, sir.
Can't wait to hear that track actually.
Yes, sir.
Because we haven't heard
more than just a track, you know?
Oh. Is it a project? Is it an EP? Is it a mixtape? Kayam is being very serious even before the interview. It's like, hey, I can give you a few things, but not much. So I'm going to try to tease it out of him. So all
right, we'll see.
Okay, what's coming out? Is it a project? Is it an EP? So can you tell us at least what we should expect?
What can you expect?
Like a project or a single?
You can expect a movie. That's what you can expect. Yeah. Definitely.
You heard it here first.
A movie. Movie star, you know?
Okay. I won't get too much into it to not make it too uncomfortable. It seems like you don't want to release too much, but we'll see. My next stuff here will be International Q. International Q. Like when I heard that on Noomba, I was like, ooh, he got something. That sounds nice. Tell us a little bit about International Q.
International Q. Yeah, for sure. So International Q, I actually I feel like the weirdest thing about these sort of ideas that I come up with, I always come up with them in like the most random places or like doing the most random things, you know? Like it's not really like a pre thought out thing, like, oh, I'm gonna, brainstorm and see what I can come up with. It was literally, I think it was in like a hotel room, and I was just like, I'm like not in Calgary, I'm not in Canada right now. And then I was like, okay, like I'm international type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And then I actually wrote Numba in that same hotel. Okay. So that's Numba was born with it was Amsterdam.
Okay.
Yeah, Numba was kind of born with International Q, and then from there I kind of ran with the idea of what International Q is. I can't like say, exactly what it is, but it's like a movement. It's bigger than like just like an identity. It's sort of like more than, and it's also more than music. Like the way it is, it's like I said, movies, music.
Should we see
just
it
the
as
whole
a
brand?
Label? Like, is it would there potentially where you have like other artists under you, or it's not even something we consider right now? It's just your team.
I would say it's more my team right now. My team and the brand we put forward.
Yeah. Shout out to International.
Shout out International Q.
International Q.
Yes, sir.
The nice EQ and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. From that, International Q and Numba been written in that room in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
You left us. Should take me with. You should take me with you. I gotta see Amsterdam.
Yeah, it's dope, man. It's dope.
What's Numba about? Because that's the latest single.
Yeah.
November.
It's a year old. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2019. I'm like, we need some new soon.
Yeah, and that's what's coming. So I mean, it's about time. But anyways, yeah, for Numba, it was like, I personally I listen to a lot of like Afro beats music, a lot of even like UK music, like UK dancehall sort of vibes. Numba definitely came from like a place of inspiration from there, and also from like, I don't know, like I was low key like in a place where I was like, I need some sort of like happy music to make me feel like really good, right?
Yeah.
So something that you can listen to wherever you are, like whoever you're with. So Numba is kind of like that. It's kind of like I wanted to make it catchy. I wanted to make it appealing to everyone. But at the same time, distinctly my sound, right? Like distinctly not stealing from any sort of soundscape, but definitely taking inspiration from those countries and those cultures, right?
Yeah.
While also incorporating the international Q sort of sound within it. Yeah.
Where are you from? If you remember that?
Yeah. So my family, my grandparents, my great grandparents are actually from East Africa. So Kenya and Tanzania. Yeah, I know, no one does. but before that, like generations back, like India. So that's why, like our culture is a mix of a lot of like East African and Indian sort of elements to it, right? From the food to the culture to the tradition. So it's dope. Yeah.
International Q.
Truly international. And honestly, that's why Numba was. I felt that it was fitting to release Numba as the first song out of the international Q sort of movement, right? Because that's sort of tied back to my roots a little bit.
What does it mean though, Numba? Like
Numba it's like number, like free up your number, you know, like
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was checking and I was like, is it like a you know, you're talking to a girl?
It's like a storyline, you know. I see a girl at a party. Right. With the big brown eyes, and I'm like, you know, free up your number kind of thing, right? So
pull up.
Yeah.
Now.
Hey.
I love that track. Pull up. Cool. Alrighty, so I'm sticking on Numba just because it's Kayam last single, and we're going to get to some new stuff. But I really like some of the stuff that I've been seeing from you, and I think a lot of people have to can learn from that. Numba, was it done by Yamza?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so, shout out Yamza.
Shout out to Yamza.
Yes, sir.
Because I see you with all them posts and all them videos killing it.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
How do you go about choosing your videographers and setting up your videos? Because they're nice, they're clean, they're crisp, there's a nice storyline.
Yeah.
Who come up with the direction? Is it like how does that all come about for music?
So I want to say visuals are a huge part of what I'm about. I love visuals. I've always been interested in movies. I've always been interested in how people sort of act on the big screen, right? So
what's your favorite movie, real quick?
I don't even know if I could. Whenever I get put on the spot like this, I'm like, I don't even know.
Okay. Well, we can come back to it.
We can come back to it. Okay. I'll keep it in the back of my mind.
All right.
Okay, wait. But no, so like, visuals is like, for the videographers, if I vibe with them and they understand my vision, again, I'm very hands-on with that as well.
Okay.
So if they understand my vision and they're able to, enhance it in any way, then that's who I'm gonna work with, right? Mm-hmm. And the other thing about that is like in terms of direction, I'm very hands-on with my direction. I direct most of my with my team as well, but I'm sort of like the main person behind that. That way, I just feel like it's true to myself, right? Like I don't want to be like a puppet in someone else's vision, right? I want to be sort of the captain of my own whatever I'm doing, right?
Destiny.
Yeah. But that's where definitely Numba came from. That's where Legend, which is just an Instagram exclusive, that's where it came from.
Like a legend.
Hey, yes sir.
Nice, man.
Yeah. That
Who did that one? Is it Yamza too?
No, so this guy Timothy did it. Shout out Timothy.
Yeah, but
because
that wasn't here. That wasn't in Calgary.
Because
there's like a lake.
That was we shot outside of Calgary in Kananaskis.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we
You're
shot.
good, man. You're smart. I thought it was like some Colombian thing, man. I was like, he went on shovels.
Yeah, but I try to make it so that the locations you can't really tell where they are. So it's up to interpretation, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's your view on I would say the music or here in Calgary? Because there's been a post, I think sometime this year. It was this year, and I don't want to name names, but of artists in Calgary not being original about their video, and you choosing the same location, like Airbnb for their videos and stuff like that.
Oh,
I don't know if you saw that post, but it generated a bit of a buzz around the city, and some people was like, yeah, you're right, some people are not being original, and I was like, well, no, you can't just judge, what people do with their videos and stuff.
Yeah.
What's your view on Calgary music and videos? Like whatever you've been seeing outside, like out there, do you have like an opinion?
At the end of the day, like, I can't really judge how other people are promoting their creative process and their mindset, right? That's totally on them, and I respect that. I respect all the artists that are doing their thing, right? But at the same time, like, I feel like it's important to know that in order to stand out, in order to pop, you got to be different. You need to be constantly thinking of ways to set yourself apart, right? To make yourself, just to help people understand you as a person, right? Rather than you as a piece of another culture. So when people are talking about the certain things in their videos or spreading certain messages in their videos, like, I completely respect it and it's fine. It's totally their way, but that's just my take. And that's just where I come from, where the way I do my visuals, I just try to be different. But yeah.
So difference, what I'm retaining here is just trying to be different, trying to be unique.
Yeah. Definitely.
And then it's up to you for what subject matter you want to talk about.
Yeah.
To other people.
Yeah.
Fire. I've seen some pictures and videos with you and BMK Baby.
Yeah.
Shout out to BMK.
Shout out BMK Baby.
YYC is just killing it right now. The city's just going up. What's that about? Because I got excited. I'm like, BMK Baby and Kayam on one track. This seems like it's going to be fire. I actually thought he was part of an international queue for some reason when I saw the picture. Yeah. So I guess he's not. But how did that relationship with BMK Baby started, and what can we expect from you two?
It started with a studio session. For something that's coming a long time ago. But that, and then it sort of built because we were both selected to open for Lil TJ. He was supposed to be coming in September, a few days actually, but unfortunately, due to Corona, right, we have to push it back. But that's not to say we're still opening for him. So I'm super grateful for that again. But yeah, no, our relationship's been dope. He's a dope guy. And our like what's coming is gonna be crazy with him. So yeah.
Okay. Just stay tuned. Do we have a date for what's coming, or we can't have the date either?
We do have a date, but we just can't say it right now.
Just follow Kayam on Instagram.
Just follow my Instagram. I'll tell you everything.
Everything, because that's what I'm doing. That's where we get.
He's tuned in.
So check it out, and we'll go from there. Okay, a few more questions before we jump into our buzz questions.
Okay.
Quick questions. I enjoy your marketing and the process that you use to release your music.
Yeah.
From pictures to videos.
Yeah.
How does that come about for you when it comes to like the marketing? How do you set it up? What's the intent behind it? Like, can you tell us a little more about what's Kayam process when it comes to marketing? Hoping to help someone.
Yeah. No, of course. For me, it's like if I have a project that I want to be putting out, I think of what are some associated things with that project that people are going to find interesting or that people are going to want to know more about, right? So I sort of build like associated words, phrases, ideas around whatever I have coming out, right? Certain themes that are present in the music that I want to build my marketing around. And from there, I make sort of like a little bit of a campaign again, like literally on my notes. That's where the magic happens. But yeah, no, like stuff like that where I can roll out posts that are all sort of cohesive. There's nothing that sort of sticks out because once you start promoting something, like you need to be 100% for that. You can't do that and then say something else and then come back to it. People have short attention spans, right? And you need to make sure that you capitalize on what you can get. And the thing is, in my opinion, visuals, again, they help a lot in terms of knowing what to market, in terms of really bringing that to life visually, right? So that just gives you more content to promote and to, it's really just about like connecting with people on a personal level where you feel, because at the end of the day, even for me, like my fans, like I don't really see them I see them as more people who just support me, like they're just my supporters because they always pop out for me. Even with Lil TJ, like they popped out for me.
Those comments.
Yeah, it was crazy. I did like 20,000. I was like, what? Like, no.
Like, what's going on? He knows people that know people. They support you crazy.
Super grateful. Again, super grateful. Yeah, shout out to the supporters for real. But yeah.
How far along do you plan, like marketing? So let's say this one that's coming in 2020 that we don't have a date. How far along have you been planning this marketing campaign?
Well, you know what, this thing, it got delayed by like 6 months actually. So it was supposed to be out earlier, but like I said at the beginning of the interview, 2020 gave me an outlet to really expand and think about how I can move forward with putting out music. And I had this planned out in, I would say, March. Everything was like perfectly planned out, and then COVID happened. So now it's like this is gonna be out before the end of the year for sure. But this has been like definitely months in the making from the video preparation. There's a little choreography in there, So okay, that's pretty sick. Yeah,
y'all better get ready for your little dance.
Yeah, I want to see y'all dancing too. So there's that. There's the whole marketing sort of builds off of like certain key aspects that I've had for a while now. So yeah.
Okay. Nice. Well, okay. I'm gonna keep following. You better follow Kayam on Instagram so you can make sure that you follow that marketing very closely. And then obviously we'll repost the music when it comes out.
Of course.
Support. Quick shout out to, I would say, Cameron Ahmed. He says, hey, on the live here. Thanks for following and for checking the live. It's YYC, where we discover the talent shaping Calgary Urban Identity. We're with the one and only Kayam today. We're going to jump into our buzz questions.
Jeez.
Questions.
Okay.
Buzz question actually came up from Buzz43. So a quick rest in peace to Sheena, who was doing Buzz43, who lost her life earlier this year, which I miss very, very dearly. But Buzz question came from her, and it was just a quick question to, see what's going on in your mind, if we can get a little more insight.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Ready. What's your favorite food?
Ribs. Like the East African kind of ribs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Favorite note on that?
Yeah.
Favorite drink?
Chocolate milk.
Nice one. Okay. If you could teleport yourself anywhere right now at this moment, where would you be?
Mexico. Definitely.
Any reason why Mexico? Just
honestly, like, it's just a dope country.
Have you been to Mexico before?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's something connected with Mexico, so
yeah.
Definitely want to be there.
Okay. If you could choose an artist to get featured on your next project, money is not a problem.
Any artist.
You can decide any artist.
Okay. It's actually tough. I'd say Don Toliver. Yeah.
Okay, nice. If you follow this, shout out
Don Toliver.
Get Don Toliver out here in Calgary. We need him right now. Okay, same question, but more on the producer side. If you could have a producer make your next project, money is not an issue.
Yeah.
And our big star.
Any producer.
Any producer. Hit me with it.
Actually, you know, I'm gonna go back on that and say, I'm gonna say Be Young or J.I. Do you know J.I.?
No, I do not.
You should listen to him. He's sick. But
Rapper?
Be Young or J.I. Yeah. And then in terms of the producer, I would say Mike Dean. Mike Dean. Mike Dean. For sure.
One of these, of course.
Or Swizz Beats. Yeah.
Monster. Okay, 2 more questions. Those are the last one for the best question. We gotta go quick on these ones.
Yeah.
90s rap or trap?
What?
90s rap?
90s rap or trap?
Yeah.
Trap.
Boom bap or trap? Okay. Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Okay, cool. Good job. That was nice, simple, easy.
Easy,
I
you
like
know?
them. Chocolate
On the
milk.
spot. Chocolate milk. That's what it is. That's always what
and
it is.
some ribs.
Yes, sir.
Kayam will be good.
I'll be feasting, you know?
Feasting.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So we're coming to an end of our interview here. As the last question. The reason of our show, why YYC? Why should people pay attention to Calgary? And if not that, what is missing to the hip hop art or urban art in Calgary to pop off and be known internationally to you?
Okay, so I'll start with the first question. Why YYC? I think there's a lot of talent here. I think there's a lot of people that are doing their thing, that are, they understand a lot musically, and they have a lot of things that just go unseen. But the reason why it goes unseen sort of leads me to your second question. I feel like the marketing and the branding and everything that comes with the business side of being an artist needs to be developed a little bit more in some aspects with certain artists in the city, so that they can reach the heights that they deserve. Because
Right.
I think there's a lot of crazy people in the city. There's so many people that like deserve so much more, right? And I wish the best for all of them. But I do believe that they can get to that point if they just think of it as a business as well, but also be personable, right? It's just that's just what it is. You can't have amazing music and not know how to promote it.
Right.
You could have the best song ever, not knowing how to promote it, you won't reach anyone, right? So.
And one of the analogy I have when talking to a few people was, you can have, your Nike shoes, but if it's in a warehouse and nobody knows it exists, you ain't selling nothing.
Exactly.
So you do need to be in front of people.
Definitely.
So you think marketing is definitely a thing that we should all
I'd say
on a bit more.
Marketing and business. And me too, like I'm always evolving. I'm trying to learn. By no means am I perfect at all. I got a long way to go as well, right? So I'm just trying to be better in every way I can and be the best person I can be. So, yeah.
Shout out to Kayam, man. Thank you very much for
International
stopping
Q,
by.
yes sir.
International Q. YYC Season 4, Episode 1. That was amazing. Thanks for the insight.
Of course.
Do you have something you want to leave people with? Where to follow? What to check in the future?
Sure. Yeah, so my Instagram is Kayam403, at Kayam403. I have all my links there attached. If you guys follow right now, I promise you, like you guys will see what's leading up to this. Everything we're talking about here that I'm not able to say the name, but you'll definitely understand like a lot more if you guys just pay attention to the social media, pay attention to the marketing. It's gonna be crazy, and I really hope everyone connects with this next thing, because it's the most work I've ever put into anything in terms of music.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. In terms of music, and he's been putting in a lot of work. Trust me, been following him. So okay. All right, can't wait.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for stopping by, ladies and gentlemen. That was YYC Season 4, Episode 1. Make sure you check our Instagram page, YYC Records. Also
Shout out YYC Records.
Shout out YYC Records.
Yes, sir.
Also the website, YYCRecords.ca, where we're going to have these interviews and Season 1, 2, 3. So you can go back on these ones. And if you have any question, leave them in the comments. Make sure to check the next interviews, and I chat to you very soon.